I'll show you 25 emotional intelligence skills that when you first take the assessment, and there's a lot of them out there, I call it a Kodak moment. You remember back in the day in the 80s when you used to have Kodak? Anybody remember the Kodak cameras? You know, for the younger folks there, you take the picture, you know, it comes out, and you do all this stuff, you wave it, and it finally develops. But it was a snapshot in time. So what I'm sharing with you is when we benchmark you, you take the assessment, we have 25 skills. I'm going to measure them, schedule from 1 to 10. 10 being top notch, 1 being not so much. Now we have a development plan. Once we benchmark those skills, now we can turn that into a development plan. So within you, 12-month plan. If I go into an organization, we say, hey, it could be 12, 24-month, 36-month plan to develop these skills. Goldman, you see his definition. I had to break it up. You got 5 different things. Emotional intelligence, or EI, has to do with you understanding your emotions, a new level of awareness. And then it's about understanding the emotional intensity within someone else. Then you have to make sense out of them. Psychology says we have about 200 human emotions, and you're going to feel every one of them. They have a function. Most of us know 4, 5, 10 emotions. There's 200. Most of them show up at the wrong time. So the emotional intelligence skills help you become more aware of that. And then as you see there on 4 and 5, you label them and you use that information to guide your thinking and your behavior. What's really cool about my line of work is I get to go around and hang out with you or do an assessment with you, and I'm going to show you where you're using these skills already every day. You just didn't have a class. Nobody told you. And I say that because you'd show up behaving a certain way. You'd have that ability to be flexible when change is happening. Or when there's a problem, instead of your emotional getting best of you, you get your thinking brain back online and you're able to focus. Or when you're dealing with that difficult person and you have that interaction and you leave them and it keeps popping up in your head. The emotional intelligence skills help you with that, help you regulate that. It's an amazing stuff.